Hello and welcome to my channel, Inner Light of Truth Tarot. My name's Denise. I do collective readings. They are timeless, so this could be your past, present, or future. Please use your discernment when watching my videos. I thank you for stopping by and supporting my channel. We're going to get right into it here. What's the message? Warrior Spirit, you have relentless commitment to your journey and what's been thrown at you. Yeah, you're a very strong individual and you're taking chances right now because you understand that when you take chances, you're attracting new results in your life, and those new results can lead to better opportunities. What's the message? Someone's dependent on your energy, so you need to move in your light, because you don't need anybody's approval. They're trying to get you to stay stuck in the lack, but you don't need anybody's approval. Just take your chances when opportunities come towards you. Go within, figure it out. I just heard life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Let's see. Yeah, someone wants you to stay in the victim mindset. They want you to blame yourself for where you are, but you need to stand your ground. You've already found your solitude and you're listening to your inner wisdom. So just keep honoring yourself. Just keep honoring yourself. What's the message? Graphology. You're being called to explore handwriting analysis to provide insight, clarity, and understanding of one's thoughts to bring healing and growth. Throwing bones. You're being called to explore bone casting to commune with the spirits of the elders and ancestors for messages and healing and wisdom. In shamanism, you're being called to explore working as a spiritual teacher and healer who can move between the worlds as a messenger to bring wisdom and healing. So these could be your spiritual gifts. They don't have to be. They could be somebody's in your energy. They don't have to be. I just like to pull these cards just to see what's out there in the energy. What's the message? Spirit, what is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? Ooh, that one really dropped. So, let's see. You're at an end of a cycle and you're transitioning. You're looking into your higher wisdom and you're using your intuition. You're seeing that magic is all around you. Yeah, you're seeing magic is all around you. You have your arms wide open to receiving. You're beginning it. You could be beginning a new relationship with someone. This could be a new love. It could be someone from your past. But whatever this relationship in, it could bring a lot of loyalty and wealth. So you may have a decision to make. Because there's someone reckless that's in your energy. This person's selfish. They misjudged who you are and what you can do. They're a very unpredictable person. But you're making steady steps forward worth the effort. You're moving one step at a time. You're making the effort on your path. You're looking at, things in a bigger perspective, higher perspective. But someone, this person, this gambler person, the deadlines are here. They're running out of time. They're wasting your time. And they're procrastinating on something. Your new phase of life is coming into you. And they don't see it. You've just been checking off the list on everything you need to get accomplished. You are. You're beating records and you're making all those tough decisions. You embraced your liberty and you're exploring new things and opportunity. Yeah, you are the key. You're the key to this situation. What's the message? You know what your responsibilities are, and you take them very seriously. And you go within for the answers that you're looking for. You're really using your intuition, and you're letting go of all those toxic energies. You could be the lone wolf. Yeah. You could like solitude. Yeah, but you're living your authentic life and you're getting those victories. You are. You're getting those victories in life. Yeah, you're very disciplined. You could be traditional, you don't have to be, but you're a very disciplined soul. You adapt to rules of life. You know, you follow the rules. You don't take things. Yeah, but you're breaking contracts by doing that. And you've learned you've been sent here because of, you need to learn emotional wisdom. And you've done that. Your spiritual team has, tested you many times. They've showed you the answers to questions. And you're very empathetic and inquisitive person. You've had perspective shifts even after you hit rock bottom. Yeah, you've done the hard work. What's the message? What's the message? Emotional balance. So you're balanced. You have that stability. You brought harmony to your life. You're living your authentic life. You're expressing yourself authentically, and that's what's giving you your freedom. You're in the flow right now with the universe. You're connecting. Yeah, and you could have met your goals in life. Yeah, you're in the flow. You're aligned. You are. And you seek guidance from the universe. Whenever you need to, you seek that guidance from the universe. When you don't understand what's going on maybe in the world, you seek that guidance and those answers do come. You listen to your inner voice. Yeah. You're listening to that guidance from yourself. What's the message? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What's the message? Aura awakenings. Experience the awakening energies of the aura, igniting inspiration and creativity. So right now, you're immersed in creativity. Yeah, you're going through an awakening right now. You will get the answers that you need. Etheric ascendance. So yeah, you're transcending your earthly limitation and you're connecting with the divine. And you're going within. With Moonlight Meadows, you're going within. You're asking the hard questions. And you're seeing things for what they are. You're looking through the fog. You may have walked a lonely path. You may have been alone for quite a while. And it could have been because that's what you wanted. You could have put those boundaries up and said, you know what, I'm just done. But But it's time now to open your heart, because there's so much beauty all around you with this radiant reflections. Yeah. There's lots of different energies out there in the world, and you need to, to ground yourself with those energies. Etheric alignment. So you know who you are. Yeah, you're living authentically. You're in tune with the universe. I do see throat, chakra, sacral chakra. I have earth. I have air. I do have heavy water out here. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Let's see. What is the message for the collective? Message for the collective. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What is the message for the collective? So Mars, there's something that you're attracting, and you're going to need to take action on it when it comes in. You're a very strong person, but you're speaking your truth, and you're finding that balance with karma. You understand that what goes around comes around. So if you send out negative energy will come back to you. If you send out positive energy will come back to you. And you're understanding that's the balance in life. In your dreams, you are connecting with your spirit guides and with the divine. And they are showing you signs on what you need to do and where you need to go. Yeah, let's see. You're a feminine energy. You're very intuitive and nurturing. You're creating right now, and that's bringing you a strong foundation. Yeah. You've been cleansing yourself, and you're trusting in the divine, that everything's divine timing. And because of that, your truth is coming out. Your truth is coming out. You're communicating your truth. And this is all fate, all fortune. Wheel of Fortune's on your side. Karma's on your side. This is divine intervention. You could have had a lot of detours on your path in life, a lot of chaos, but things are going to start calming down for you. What's the message? Abundance. Your abundance is here. You're meant to soar. So have that faith in the universe. Release all those negative energies and have compassion for others. When you check in with yourself, you're allowing yourself to make the right choices and create what you want to create for the rest of your life. Yeah. Let's see. What's the message, Holy Spirit? Holy Angels, message for the collective. Receive. Let yourself take it all in. So allow yourself to receive love. Allow yourself to receive these gifts. Allow yourself to walk in grace, to be humble. When you express that, things will come back to you. People will admire you. They'll look up to you. And you're on your spiritual path right now. You've realigned your spirit to match what your divine calling is, what you believe in. And you have that faith. You trust and you believe in the universe that everything will work out just right, and that, expectations of others has no basis in your life. And that's what makes you courageous, because right now, this is all divine timing. So just allow things to unfold as they should. Go within. If there's a decision, a big decision that needs to be made, go within. Ask the hard questions to yourself. Is it worth making a choice or a decision at this time? Or should you just let it be? Just let it be for a while and make that choice at a later date. That's things you have to ask yourself. What is the message? But just remember, if things don't work out the way you want it to, it's all divine timing. You know, if you make a decision that the universe doesn't want you to make, things will fall, fall out of your life. They weren't meant to be there for you. What's the message? Fantasyland. So there's some people that aren't realistic. You understand that you're not living in Fantasyland. You know, we're all in 3D. We're all making decisions. We all have to earn money. We all have to, pay our bills. And you're not living in this Fantasyland that, there's no options for you. But there is, because there's doors opening for you right now. Yeah, and you're going to have to make a decision. Just use your intuition. Use your, things are going to become more clear. You're going to get clarity on things that you don't understand at the moment. And right now, you've been releasing things. You've been releasing all those negative thought patterns, all the negativity, that people have brought into your life, all that chaos. You're getting rid of it. And that's to balance things out in your energy. You've had those breakthroughs, and like I said, this is all divine timing. Things that are going on in your life is all divine timing. Whether you believe it or not, it is. It's divine timing. What's the message? What's the message? What is the message? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Wine and dine. So there is a courtship coming in for you. And you're going to have chemistry with this person that's coming in. You're going to have a lot of chemistry with them. It's going to be an intense relationship. What other messages? You may be going through, your past relationships. You may be pulling up past relationships and how those worked out, and how you don't want things to work out in this relationship. But don't worry, because things are going to work out. With this My Boo card, you're going to get that official status and be in that relationship. You are. You're going to be in that relationship. That long-term relationship. What is the message? You could have been fed up. And that's why you haven't been in a relationship for a while. You could have been fed up, and you could have been over it. You were frustrated with the way people acted towards you. When you're in the relationship, maybe you gave up on those relationships. And maybe those people that were in your life were players. But this person that's coming in is not going to make you changed. You're going to have that light moment. You're going to have that awareness that people from the past, it doesn't matter what they say about you, because you're going to end up having deep conversation with this new energy. Yeah, it's going to come fast. It is going to come fast. What is the message? Oh, right there. Sea creatures, find guidance in the times of darkness and let your inner light shine bright. So when you're feeling, that negative thoughts or things are coming in, go within. Find that light. You can, everybody has their light and dark side, and you have to learn how to balance your light and dark side. Not everything is going to be light, and, not everything's going to be heavy. But you just have to learn how to balance that. Learn the lessons from those darker sides and just let it go. You can sit in anger, you can sit in whatever. But, sometimes it's not worth it. It's not worth it. What's the message? What's the message? Holy Spirit. What is the message? Message, Holy Spirit. Amethyst. may need to work with some amethyst. Number 37. Let's see, 37. Birthright, inner knowing and royalty. Amethyst is a purple stone that can vary in color from soft lilac to deep indigo. It has long been revered in many cultures around the world for its mystical properties. Amethyst is also frequently associated with royalty and other positions of power. It brings you protection, energetic cleansing, a sense of calm, and most importantly, a deep connection to the divine. The amethyst card reminds you that in your birthright, it is your birthright to communicate with the higher power. This crystal is associated with the crown chakra, located at the top of your head, which helps you create a bond with the divine through your mind. The crown chakra is where an actual crown might sit, serving as another symbol of your inherent divinity. Amethyst forms a bridge between your crown chakra and the heavenly realms. Sit down with the intention of finding stillness while either visualizing amethyst in your mind or holding a piece. Begin by meditating on your own or following a guided experience to connect with the divine. Then use a journal to reflect on the following questions. How can I strengthen my self-trust? What would it feel like to receive more divine wisdom? How can I open my crown chakra even further? What would it feel like to remember my royalty? Do I fully believe in my birthright? These reflective questions and amethyst serve to remind you of your birthright, which is an abundant relationship with the spirit world. Claim your royalty status as you work with amethyst. Reminder, your birthright is your divinity. It's beautiful. You may need to work with crystals, not just amethyst, but other crystals. What's the message? Frog, prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace the change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. Oh, that is just, I love that. But then I have a soft spot for frogs, too. What is the message, Holy Spirit? Ooh. Cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperation, partnerships, you can accomplish anything. So just remember, don't cast judgment on somebody who's doing better than you are maybe at this point. Just remember that your abundance is always there with you. It's inside of you. What's the message? Three. Support, growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, and talents. Seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward on your work, your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to the community. What other message? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. So if you're, trying to create a channel or something, do it. That's your, right there's your verification. 2222, feminine forces, relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, and humility. You can do everything by yourself, but life is meant to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit, and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge and listen to yourself. Here's the message. 2323, endless cycles, charisma, communication, society, a movement, journey, repetitive, circumstances, and patterns. There's some truth you're resisting to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion. When you make a change in the world, then the world around you follows. So you may need to make that change. Act on your ideas. Be creative. I'm going to leave this message here. I thank you for stopping by my channel and supporting me. I hope you come back again soon. Thanks again and have a great day.